And hello again from Shanghai. We are at the Hanwei Foundation, non-governmental academic institution that will also mostly take place as from the 18th of January. Interdisciplinary platform for Chinese and foreign artists, actually, art historians, academics in the field of philosophy and education. What it does is it tries to promote Chinese art through the Shan XUN exhibition space, and then guided by, of course, the academic council. They do the exhibitions and the academic forums on whatever they need. It's a non-profit organization. It's part of the Chinese Contemporary Art Critique magazine. Wonderful space. Very nice woodwork. Very well decorated, I must say. Upon entering, we must remember that the Chinese have lighter colors, the use of water, pencil, more delicate accents are formidable here compared to what the West would call a bleak or simple painting. Here, if you see the movements from the left to the right in this area, going from left to right, right to left, showing the space. Otherwise, very confusing without these lines. If we look carefully, we will see that they are not exactly in the line. This is a water painting with a big brush and with a pencil. The face is extremely sensitive to the pencil and the shades. Even the bow in the back of his head gives off a very good sense of what it was in reality. And if you look at his hair and the simple way of administering the pencil on the paper and then giving it a very gentle stroke backwards straight shows the pulling of the hair into the ponytail. The eyes, beautifully shaped, even though very small or very distinct, as is the nose, the chin, and due to the man's size, underneath his chin. Looking towards the right, another figurine. Now here we're going into the arts of the Asian crafts, and these are depictions of positions. Again, you can imagine everything very clearly, very easily, because you have the lines telling you exactly where everything is and how they fall. So depicting color, very simple colors. The light green blue that you see here is a tint. It's not really a heavy green or a heavy blue. While this sea green, almost weed type of light green, is immensely successful compared to the skin color. Same technique for the hair. Now here we start to understand, here's the haiku. Here we start to understand the basics of colors, the differences and the likenesses between the paintings. We have finger movement here, which is very particular compared to the rest. We also have movement, which is much more delicate in this area. And this movement, obviously a ribbon, is quite unique. We know that it's disappearing from the top part, which is here. These are approximately 22 centimeters in height, with approximately 23 to 24 centimeters in width. The haiku for the specific. Now remember, what we're looking for is art with an explanation. And of course, the signature. The specific colors of orange, brown, red the thicker lines, the nuances between the thinner and thick and back to thin are very particular. I love this nail on this point here, if we visit just a moment. And here, look at the accented palm coming out of the hand. Here the work is a little bit more careful. There's nothing colored extremely outside. We do understand that there's first the black and white, and then the color is over it. Again, notice the fingers and the hand posture. Notice the ribbons underneath. The shoes. Extremely important. Very subtle. Face, hair. We know and we understand almost the calm effect that the artist is giving us from the closed eyes. Unlike this, which the eyes are open. Now let's take a look at the movement between what we're looking at now versus the style that we see right in front of us now. Notice that there isn't any body muscle atonement. It has nothing to do with, let's say, the ancient Greek, where everything was shown muscle-wise. Notice the inner ear. Very well done. Simple. The color selection is extremely wise. Here, the pulling of the leg kind of reminds me of having a cramp, but just notice the movement of the ribbons. The white just under his belly, or on top of it actually. Now, the fun thing about this is the toes. And the sharp thumb. Color is magnificent. I'm obviously with like very low resolution so that this can go onto the Facebook page, but the colors are astonishingly, they're just here forever. They're timeless in a very good way. Movement, again, extremely well done. Very, very well expressed by the lines. The colors are not very many, but they're just enough for us to understand what we're trying to deal with here. Rather, the positions. I'll move a little bit. You can almost feel, and this is what I feel live, what position they are in, and you put yourself into that position. Not that I could, but if I could, I really know what that would feel like, or I believe I would. This one's a little bit different than the rest, simply because it's more muscle tone. Look at the biceps, triceps. The side of the head is much more curved, much more egg-like. Tensity of the hair and the bow. And it's like you can see the vertebrae going down his chest into his fist. Now, the fists are turned one way and the other, which is very interesting. This would be the Greek position, which is having a coffee. I think most people wake up like this. Notice the white underneath the chin. Notice the mustache. See how white it is? Unlike the other ones. The ribbon movement, again, is astonishing. Love this. classical yoga position, arts. And here again we have the stretching of the legs, the pressure. Notice the fact that we're talking about same age almost for most of the work that is done here. I'm going through them a little bit quicker. Here we see the underlying shift. Colors are now repeating themselves, and we're just getting different positions. This is definitely something I wouldn't be able to do.